Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Fort Prairie, an Alberta theme city. Last episode, we built up this area right over here, actually on the left of the screen. We also did some traffic management right around here. And we built a new interchange too, which is actually in the bottom left of your screen right now. So that's pretty fun how that worked out. Last time we were here, we were pushing for Boomtown, so I think this episode we'll be able to do that. That's the plan for today's episode. We're gonna kind of find the southern edge of the town, and I guess the western edge of the town as well. And we're gonna really push for that next milestone. And we're also going to look at getting a 5-star park in. And we started building the park last episode, and holy cow, has it just been skyrocketing up the levels. We're already level 4. So we just got to push it up to level 5. It's not going to be that hard, to be honest. We're also going to need to do some water treatment. That just reminded me. Thank you. And, a couple other things around the town. So this first episode this week is going to be kind of about finding the borders of the town. The second episode this week, we'll be looking at doing something a little different, I think. We'll see. All right, let's hop out of this. So what's going on over here? Well, Dale Meadows, which I really don't mind that name, actually. Perhaps it was an old farm, Farmer Dale or something like that. Yeah, so we're going to level 4 really fast. I believe that the soccer field and the baseball diamond really helped with that, along with the 2 basketball basketball courts, that's the word. Really helped with that. So what did I do off camera last episode? As I mentioned, I was going to do this little right of way over here. So it's just a little dirt path that runs along the highway here. I don't know if anyone really uses it, but that's okay. Just for the luck anyways. And I think we're going to start off with some naming today. So Anna Street over here is going to turn into Assiniboine Street. I just want to make sure I don't misspell it. There we go. Assiniboine, let's call it Boulevard. There we go. So Assiniboine is a term used for an indigenous group that used to live in this area that we're setting our city in. So Assiniboine is going to go all the way from over here to this bridge, and then it's going to turn into a township road. I don't know what the township number is going to be because we're going to get a couple of these township roads that are going to go right across the farm fields over here. Oh, that's what we're going to start doing this week, the farming. Jeez. Anyway, so we're going to get a couple of these, and I haven't figured out the number system yet that I want to use and how many we want to use. So before we do that, I'll just save the naming of those for later. Okay, so we need to figure out how far we want to push this town. And I'm thinking an easy kind of marker here is the highway for this town. I don't really know how far we're going to go over top of the highway into this area. Maybe we'll get like some small pockets of residential. But over here is the trickier part. I don't know how far I want to cut off these trees. I'm thinking we might make this a bit of a national park, like a nice hiking trail or something across the river. I mean, like, look at this cliff. Like, that'd be a really cool little hike to do, wouldn't it? Like, up to the top of the cliff there. Let's see the river. Because on the other side, we're going to get some industries. And I don't really want to mess with that too much. I was thinking perhaps in the future we might get a bridge across here. But, like, an older bridge before the highway came across. Because there's not going to be a really good point over here. But maybe that bridge is going to have to cross on this area first and then over. Or maybe we'll have to push up a road. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about the bridge yet too much. And then the trickier part, I think, is going to be finding out where the edge of the town's going to be over here. I'm thinking we're going to use these trees as a bit of an edge for this town, like the residential part of the town. And we'll try to use the tree line as a bit of a marker for our build here. Because this road is going to come straight out like this, and then we're going to have our downtown over here where we're going to really not use these trees as a guideline, because we'll definitely be cutting into the trees over here and over here to build the city. But that is quite a long ways in the future. Let's get going on today's episode, Steven. We're going to get this park up to level 5 first, and then we'll be looking at doing some expansion. So we're really not that far off on the entertainment level. We've already had a park in this town, Jones Road Park. It's level 2, so over the course of just me simming the game for not very long at all, we unlocked quite a bit. So let's go into our park tab, and I think with level 2 we unlocked these, level 3 we unlocked these, and level 4 we unlocked the climbing frame. So I'm thinking we're gonna get a couple of these gazebos in, and I'm eyeing this spot right here for a gazebo. So I'm gonna take out this tree, and we're gonna put this gazebo in right here. Now I imagine getting a little burger here from Fry Guys, or some fries, I guess. Jeez, and you know, with my buddies, and you know, eating the gazebo, and then you're gonna go play some soccer or something, or maybe vice versa. So I think that's a nice spot for a gazebo, and the gazebos do add quite a bit. So we can only, if we add one more, and we're probably good. But I do really want to get a climbing frame in here. And I was thinking the climbing frame is probably going to be best out over here, in here, or right in this area over here. So I'm thinking we use this space over on this side. Just going to place it down, and we're going to use move it to readjust. Doesn't really need to be that close either. So we just do that, and then we can probably even just grab our surface painter and just do a bit of this. And there we go. So that should probably bring us up to the entertainment level we need. Yep, and now it's just a matter of time to get to level 5. So let's throw it on 3 speed, and we can do that. Alrighty, so this area here is just priming, like just prime real estate for residential expansion. So, you know, I think we're gonna just start with that. We're gonna get some roads down, and I think we'll just kind of continue our grid here. Now, if we look at this grid though, well, I guess we don't really need to use dirt roads anymore. It's not exactly the most centered thing. That's because we kind of cut it off with a newer development. So I'm gonna take that road right across. I think we'll continue this road to this point right here. Let's actually just bring this one over first. And then this one's gonna come right across. There we go. That's definitely gonna be the limit on that corner. And then now what we can do is we can either connect one of these roads, 2 of these roads right across. We could actually converge them, but this allows us to continue the grid up on this side a bit better. Alrighty. We could also just leave a lot of this as well. Let's bring that right across. So that's right in front of this park here, which is perfect. And then let's just grab that road again. Bring this one right down. This is the main street here. I think we're gonna leave a bit of a gap here. I don't know if I really want to connect up on both sides of this, to be honest. So we'll leave this whole block as one. But here's the trickier thing. Let's check our education, because if we need another elementary school or something, this is a prime area for it. Yes, we have 2 elementary schools and a church. So this church counts as having students. Okay, we really don't need another elementary school. So that's going to change our plan. We don't need a high school since it's right there. We could have a library though. So we have a library already over here, but we don't really have a larger one. Although this isn't exactly the best spot for it. This is quite a large library as well. Well, change of plans here. Well, let's just zone things up in this area that we know where we want residential. And then I would love this block to be commercial. But what I want to do here is leave a bit of a gap here. Because, you know, oftentimes you see... Well, what we could do is we could just do what we've been doing and have residential on this side. Yeah, that's probably a bit better. So we'll do that, and then we'll get a fence right across. And actually, before we get too far here, I want to find a spot where we can get a bit of... Oh, darn. That house was just popping up. I was thinking maybe just getting a couple pedestrian crossings right through here. So why don't we use... Let's just use the zoo path. And we'll just come right across here like that. Let's turn anarchy on first. And how about we turn off our guidelines as well? And I'll just plop this down like that. And then we'll do the same thing. You know what? Why didn't I use the best path in the game? The zoo path with decorations. That's probably a good idea. Okay, so we could also actually upgrade the trees as well. So I know we use these live oaks before, so we'll use those over here as well. That's a bit big, to be honest. So why don't we try... Yeah, you know, maybe it's a newer street, a newer little pathway here. Okay, so then now what we can do is we can grab a fence. This is the fence. I'll go with an iron fence, and we will bring this right across here, like this. And are our guidelines off? They are off. Too short, eh? Okay, that's fine. We'll just throw it right on the edge of the commercial zone. There we go. That's good. Ah, water. Always forget about the water, it seems. We'll just bring this right up here. And we're going to miss a little bit right there, so we'll just bring that up. Not the most cohesive little unit there, but that's okay. Alrighty. So let's continue laying down some roads here. And it looks like we're probably going to need to upgrade, actually, Assiniboine Street here. Oh no. Why did I do that? We had just built it. We'll replace it. No worries. There we go. Let's turn our guidelines back on. And we also need to then re-upgrade that tree. Fantastic. Okay. Well, you know, it's really important to make sure we get buildings that we like, especially for this area. So that's a pretty big building here. A little bit worried about that. And then we also should probably look at making sure that this has proper turning lanes everywhere. So we'll just go through that really quickly one more time. And you know what? We should probably just continue that upgrading of the road right to here. So we have some dedicated turning lanes. Alrighty, there it is. And then one right there. Okay. Actually, I think with this one, we should have the dedicated right. Oh, straight and left. So we have so many cars using the right lane here, and not as many going left. Okay, so that should work. And let's fill up this area here with some roads. So pretty easy. This one, you know, right now it's pretty simple. We're just going to be able to fill in our grid, which is, you know, a very acceptable thing. And you know what we could do actually is we could bring this right across right in the middle here, and that would change up the pattern of our grid and keep things interesting. Just make sure we have some dedicated lanes there. Should probably revise some of these traffic lights as well. So we can come on to this tool right here, click that, and then we'll come back with our traffic lights because I do want traffic lights in some spots. I feel like a traffic light should be, well, definitely right here. And then we'll get another one right here. Okay. So I guess we can continue filling this in. So we get some bigger lots over here. That's okay with me. And let's just fill it up to there. And we'll get full blocks of commercial on this side. Hey, there we go. Ah, so we are getting a bit of a death wave over here. So that's something we should have been paying a bit more of attention to. You can always see it right up here. So if we take a quick peek at our death care, we only really have one facility here. So we should definitely look at getting another one on this side of the city. So these are rather large assets here. And then now we can start looking at how we're going to kind of expand the town on this side? Well, we're gonna definitely use these trees as a bit of a marker, but not necessarily like such a strong marker. Like we can totally play around with it. Let's look at extending this road out from here, and we'll just bring this one right across. You know, it doesn't really matter at the moment how far that goes. I'll definitely want to slope this to about here. There we go, and then we'll come over on this side again with this with the smoothing tool here, and we'll just smooth this area out because it is rather hilly. Alrighty, so let's grab that road again, and I would like to continue out from this side as well. So we'll just bring it out as far as we really like, and then how about we use a nice simple grid pattern on this side, and let's do one more. Okay, there we go. Let's come back to our network multi-tool, and let's just make sure that we slope this properly. There we go, and then back to the smoothing tool. We'll smooth this all out. Should help out a little bit. So we're going back up on this hill a little bit here. I think maybe we can use that as a bit of a marker for stopping our road for the time being. Okay, so I'm thinking this area here would be a really interesting location to set up a church. We do have this church asset over here. We have a couple more church assets, but this one is rather nice. So I'm thinking maybe we can get it right on this intersection here, and then we can put our cemetery somewhat close. So why don't we place this down? Probably should have looked at what it did first. So if we go into death care, it acts as a church and crematorium. So, all right. Interesting. Yeah, look at that. Huh. Okay. Well, let's just use move it, and I'm going to readjust it so that the church is right here. We're gonna also make sure that it's at the same height as this node. What the? Let's undo that. Weird. Okay. I hope I didn't mess anything else up. Let's make it a bit of like a little park here as well, like some church grounds. So we'll get that cemetery as well, and that will go right here like that. And we should probably look at getting a road to attach to here right from this corner. It's about halfway. Okay, let's draw this over one more time. And I wonder if... I don't think that's the middle. It's pretty close. So I think maybe if we just grab this node and we just scooch it down a bit, I think that's a bit closer to the middle. Bring this right across to here. Bring this down. This one can continue straight on. And we're not going to connect up here, but it could be a nice little, pedestrian connection point at least. And that means this whole area could be for the church grounds. Debating where to put this cemetery. I kind of liked its original placement over here. Perhaps it's an older church and the church has since bought this. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Now, are we going to have some houses along here or something like that? And then we'll kind of shrink the church's ground a little bit. I think that's an interesting idea, so why don't we try it out? We'll turn off some zoning. So if we just click Z here, let's remove zoning from that road. that road. Yeah, and then we can also get some zoning over here then. Okay, so we'll let that come up. And then, oh, we need water, of course. Whoa, look at all those leveling ups. That's fantastic. Holy cow. Everything's leveling up. Amazing. Holy cow. Okay, well, I could save this. We can make it like an actual park. I think that's a pretty good idea, actually. So we'll go into our districts here, and we'll do paint park area. We'll just do a small little park. So this whole block. There we go. Strawberry Gardens. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the right name for it, so we'll just call it the church grounds for now. And we'll need some parking for the church, so why don't we kind of use the park assets as a bit of a way to kind of detail this church up a little bit. So we'll go into here, grab our parking lot. Now I did take zoning off of this, so let's put it back on, and I am seeing that we were missing water somewhere, so I'm just gonna go check on that. Ah, of course. There we go. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? We actually got water to our citizens. And we'll just bring water up to here. Okay, so let's go back to our park here. And yeah, if we go back to this tab here, we can kind of see that we have a lot of light blue, which is area that's improved by parkland, and we don't really have that over here, so this is a good opportunity to kind of add this in. We'll place this down. Yeah, I think right here is a good spot. Now, again, we're treating this not as park, but as the church's parking lot. Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll just take the path for the park. And let's turn our guidelines off. I wonder if maybe we take some of these side gates, how it would look on this intersection here. Oh, my little dog's barking in the background. Control H. Yeah, it's not too strange at all. So I'll just copy that and we'll place it on the other side as well. Try to make them have some symmetry so that it doesn't look too off. This will allow us to really keep. Oh my gosh, we're missing more water? Where are we missing water this time? Ah, it's the availability. Okay, so this is something that I was hoping that we could wait until later in the episode, but we need more water availability. So we have 3 water towers. We're about to unlock this. Oh no, we're not. Still quite a ways away. So we could also pump out water from the lake, which could be interesting. Could be an idea, but why don't we just continue adding water towers? Yeah, maybe we just add a water tower right in here temporarily. That should bring us up, and that should be good. And then we can finish this these church grounds before we look at completing some of the road network. Okay, so let's go back to here. Go back out of that tab. And we'll just bring this one right across like so. Down. Across. And if I can just reposition this a little bit so it's a bit more squared off around. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go back to move it here. Just going to readjust it. Okay, fantastic. And since we do have some zoning along here, it'll be good to kind of mark that out. So let's just get another one. Let's see, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3 more gates. And I'm just going to use move it for these because it's a bit easier than having to put the zoning back on. He says as he messes up the movement. Okay, so we'll get one over here. We need another one over on this side. And then we need one right in the corner here. So let's pause the game while we do this. Let's rotate it. Set it to the same height as the node that we're trying to kind of access. Let's actually just quickly go into node controller right here. And let's square off that node. There we go. Let's take a quick peek at our zoning here. So definitely going to need to remove that one, maybe this one too. And we'll just rotate this so it's nice and even in the park area. There we go. Let's check this. Okay, that's a bit too close, so we'll move this a bit more down. We could go right here, actually, right up against the cemetery. That could be nice. I'm going to leave a bit of like just a 1 unit kind of space, just like we have over here. Okay, and then this one over here, we're going to set to this height. And then we're going to scooch it over, rotate it around, and kind of position it right in the corner here. Let's take a quick peek at that zoning. Yeah, we're probably going to need to get rid of that one as well. All right, fantastic. So let's hook up these road networks. Let's go with tree-lined roads, tree-lined paths. Let's bring that node to about right here. And there. Connect in. This one's a pretty simple connection. This one. Let's turn node snapping off. I think. I guess it makes sense just to kind of connect up straight on, but I think like a connection right about here, right at the kind of line of that chapel would be really nice. Just gonna do that, and we'll just use move it really quickly to just readjust it. And then we'll just have a nice simple connection up like so, where we can readjust this to kind of smooth everything out a little bit better. Very nice. So this this park doesn't need to be the most, you know, the most leveled up park in the world either. This can be just a little less, you know, just a small park that kind of just helps boost the land value. Holy cow, words today. The land value of the area. So let's just bring this about right here, and we're going to just kind of make these into a bit bigger lots. Actually, I think this can be a bit of an irregular lot here. And what we'll do is we'll just take that point and we'll just connect right up. Okay. All right. And hopefully that works this time. There we go. So what I'll do instead right here, I'm just going to bring it right over so it's a bit more even like that. This one can kind of scooch in a little bit. There we go. And then back to the fence here. And then if we can bring this one over a bit closer. Like that. And then this one can easily just come right across. And then same with this one. Okay, so we're going to connect up to that post then, so we'll have to readjust that angle. That's pretty easy. And then right over here, we'll just bring this right into there so it doesn't... Yeah. That works great. Why don't we just pave in this little area over here by the church? Oh, wrong thing. I think that'll kind of suit the area. Should we pave this in though? No. Okay, very nice. So what assets in this area are, what assets could be added into this park? I'm thinking the gazebos are probably the best options here. So I really like the green gazebo. That's my favorite gazebo of the group. Of the two, really. That's a bit too close to the other one, isn't it? So we'll add that one over here then. A playground, I think. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right spot for it. It's a nice spot for a community playground, though. Right in here. It's a bit close to a graveyard, though. I don't know. How much entertainment levels do we have? Not that much. Yeah. I guess we can add in some flower beds. That might be nice, wouldn't it? We'll go down to 1. Maybe a nice little area to go for a little walk. Okay, and we definitely need some trees as well. So we'll go into here, we'll grab the live oak. So that's in the new tree area. And we'll grab a couple of these. These trees are awesome. And then what we can do is we can actually just upgrade the path to the live oak as well. So we don't need to use the old asset. Here we go. And then we can also continue to add in a couple more trees where it's appropriate. Let's add a nice big tree right in there. Okay, now I think the trees do add value. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, I guess I just hadn't leveled it up or started the sim. So we should be good to get to level 2, and you know, I think that's probably a good spot to stop for this park anyways. But yeah, you know, this turned out pretty nicely. This also kind of gave us reason to access this area as well for some zoning. Let's make sure we turn off zoning over here on this road, and we can just fill in this spot with some houses. I think we should be good. That, and then we're on a bit of a hill now. Hopefully the game AI figures out kind of the lots I'm looking for. It says rather steep, so we'll try to just adjust it manually. I'm not really looking for too many houses up here anyways. Okay, so I think this can actually just go a touch lower anyways, so no worries. And then what we can do is we can just grab the pavement path and we can just connect it up like that, and that should be fine. Hey, there we go. Big Town, there we go. So what did we unlock? We unlocked a new area, we unlocked campuses, taxation policies, IT cluster, intercity buses, metro. That's pretty fun. All of these high density stuff, that's awesome. I'm not sure how much we're going to use in this town though. Maybe 1 or 2 buildings down the line once we do start doing some transit oriented developments and stuff like that. Cool radios, I like that. The post sorting facility, I love the post sorting facility. Awesome. Okay, so glad we hit that milestone today. Yeah, I mean, that's a really cool park. I'm really pleased with this, to be honest. But you know, we worked a lot on kind of this area today over here. I really want to find the limit. Well, actually, there's this over here. I really want to find the limit over here as well. I think this is actually pretty good since we're on a hill. It's almost appropriate just to kind of end it. I don't even know if we really need a road that goes in there. Perhaps just a walking path down the line. Maybe we get like one road that kind of goes up a little bit. Not too far, just in line with that other one that we have. And yeah, this is getting a bit too close to the highway as well. But that's where it would go. Yeah, it's too close to the highway, so we'll delete that one. And I'm sure the highways right of way, this is probably city land. The highways right of way probably starts right here. So it probably means we can grab this right here for a lot of land, and then everywhere else down here it can be residential. And then we were saving this spot for some residential expansion as well, but maybe what we can do is we can get a touch of industry along this road since it is Railroad Street. What? Did it rename everything? No, Railway Avenue. Oh, it only goes to here. Okay, well, bring Railway Street right along. And then what we can do maybe is get a touch of commercial right in here. I think that would be appropriate. And maybe we can bring that commercial right down into here. Yeah, you know, let's just get some mixed use over here. I think that's kind of fun. Fantastic, and that'll kind of help out with everything going on. Alrighty, so I think we can get a road right through to about here before we start getting a bit too close. Yeah, I don't know if that would continue on though. You can definitely turn zoning off this road. I actually think we could have gone a bit farther. Whoops. So let's just grab this. I think maybe right about here is a good spot to stop. Maybe we don't on this side. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so again, this would be city land. This is probably where the highways right away would end. So I think we're safe to say we can zone right up into here and then right up to about this point. Along Lewis Street, probably zone up all of that. And over in here, I don't think this street should have any zoning on it. So why don't we just make these bigger lots over here? Then we're back to this spot over here. What to do with it? What to do? I don't want to do another park. Let's check our services. So we go into healthcare. Let's go into healthcare first. Yeah, we're probably fine. Death care. Oh, you know what? We don't have any elder care and child care. I think this would be a nice spot for that. Yeah, right over in here. I think good way to break it up as well. Break up the land usage. Yeah, I think this would be a nice little spot right over in here. Let's go to get it a bit closer to the park. Right in there, that's a perfect little spot. Let's get childcare as well. Now these are expensive, aren't they? No, that one isn't. Okay, that's good. The childcare is also not that expensive. Fantastic. So let's... I just said I didn't want zoning on this road, did I? Didn't I? So we'll bring this one right here. And then how are we gonna get a road through this? I think maybe what we can do is, yeah. Doesn't mean they need to connect, right? That's the thing. You know, the simple connection is just get an angled road. I think that would be a more appropriate angle. Or what we can do... Yeah, I don't know. Because you could just square this off, and then we get like a very simple connection here. That's rather nice, actually, because it really centers that all together. And then what we can do is then grab... Nah, we don't even really need a road connection through here at this point. Could connect right up into here, and then we could end it off in a bit of a cul-de-sac, and then we can take this and just rotate it right there, or we can move it onto this side, which I think I like a little bit better. Yeah, okay. So let's just make sure that this is at the same height as that. Then this I want also at that height. Fantastic. Let's get a couple of pedestrian connections through here. Let's just go with the park path. Let's turn our guidelines off for this. Oh, my hand's asleep. Okay, and we also didn't get to one other thing I wanted to do today, though. So I'm hoping we have some time to do that. Though maybe I can just save it for tomorrow's episode. Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea. Okay. And I just want to use the live oaks for this, because they're bigger trees, and it's pretty nice. So that means that this whole area could turn into a bit more of a commercialized zone. We leave Hancock Street here to not have any zoning. I think that might be nice. What we can do is we can just make this whole area a bit of a park. So we just take this road, we'll go right across here, like not a parkette. Oh no. Let's delete that. Make sure the zoning goes back. Guess I gotta get a bit closer. Oh, what the heck? Okay, why don't we just go with the zoo path? No decorations, and I'll go right beside. Really? It's messing with the zoning? Okay, we'll leave it, Oh, no, went right back. Okay, well, that's a little frustrating. I'll just move this over a bit. And then I would like to change it back to the original path that I was hoping for. There's this one, so we'll upgrade it. There we go. And then I would like those live oaks as well. It's a bit bigger. Also kind of bring some continuity into the street as well. Fantastic. Let's actually take the zoning off of right there. Hey, so Dale Meadows leveled up to level 5. We got the trampoline for the trampoline park. Let's get another live oak right in here and here. That really helps spruce it up a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll just zone all this in. I'll take off those. And, you know, I don't think I mind having a house right here. Yeah. Okay, well, let's check our leisure, because we don't have any parks over in this area. So we do have a library over there. So I think maybe we can look at getting in a park of some sort right in here. I don't think a sports field's the way to go. Ah, the dog park. A dog park could be really nice over here. You know, fenced in little area. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on over here. Why don't we break it up a little bit with a bit of a park? That's pretty nice. And we could also probably have this large playground over here as well. Right in this little intersection. It's a bit close to the highway though. Maybe it's right in here though. Like, that's a pretty nice location. Though it is close to the highway, like I mentioned, which I don't know if that's the best idea in the world. This whole block in the middle could be a park. It's not exactly the most high value land. That's the thing. Well, let's check out how that kind of improved things. Yeah, it improved things a lot. Just that one little park. I think maybe one more down in here could really work out. So that was the dog park. Why don't we look at trying to fit in that large playground? Doesn't have to be the large playground either. I just figured the large playground kind of would be nice. The dog park is kind of a bit more fitting. So that's right in front of a bus stop right here. I think that could work actually. Okay, well, destroying a lot of houses over here. So if we're gonna do this, it should probably be for something a bit more substantial. So let's I'm just worried about this asset not being worth it. No, okay, I think it could work out. So I'll throw it right in here. Okay, no, that is too big. I was wondering if we could kind of squeeze it in. Where was that bus stop? It's right over here. Okay, we'll just get a dog park then. That works. Okay, we'll make sure that this house gets deleted, and we'll see what happened to the zoning. Ah, so they all had to disappear. That's unfortunate, but I mean, pretty nice to live next to a dog park if you had a dog, if you like dogs. And then that should really have improved the land value as well over here. Yeah, so that's the parks and plazas. There we go. And if we go to land value as well, yeah, there we go. We're getting some leveling up over here, especially since there's lots of noise on this street because of all the trucks. All right, well, yeah, I think that was a pretty good episode. We got a lot done. We kind of found the limit of the town over here. Did a lot of expansion. We added a couple of cool little areas over here. This building is way too large for this area, but that's okay. We added elder care. We got child care in as well. We have probably the maximum extent of our residential kind of maxed it out. So next episode, we're going to be looking at expanding our industry. And, you know, something I was really hoping to do this episode was get our connection up on this side with this bridge here on Mackenzie Avenue. So perhaps next episode we look at finding the limit of the town on this side of the road, because we spent so much time working on the church over here, and which was fine. I mean, it's a really nice area, I think. Let's just try to smooth some things out over here. Probably be a bit helpful, wouldn't it? Yeah, so we built this nice little park over here, which really helps out with value over here. We kind of have some nice land available up here for some growth in the future. Kind of define where we kind of want this to go with these roads. Yeah, so, you know, I think we did a pretty good job today. Plus, we got a level 5 park out of the deal, too. So, holy cow, look how much money we're making. Should probably drop it down a bit, but I mean, it should be free in the first place, but that's okay. Yeah, we kind of finished off how this town looks as well over on this side. I think it turned out pretty nicely, kind of how it flows. Perhaps what we need to do really is just grab our forest brush here and just try. Oh darn, that was our Ontario. Gotta go find our Alberta. There we go. And we just gotta fill in the blanks here with some trees. Getting a bit too close to the highway there, Steven. So I think I'll just play around with this off camera, and we'll get some trees in some spots where we don't really have houses yet. Anyways, so let's go over here. I really like this area. I like that church, but I think that can be a centerpiece for another little video. So I think I like the look of this elder care facility. There we go. So I hope you have a great day, folks. Talk to you soon. Peace out.